Hey guys and gals, here we have Black Panther, War on the Water. And this is the Wakanda Forever building set by Marvel Studios. This is by Lego. Set number 76214. And that's pretty much about it. So we get a few figures and honestly, just by looking at this box, it doesn't look too exciting, and yeah, there's enough wars going on right now. Here's the back of the box, and yeah, just like the front, it looks kind of dreary. I don't know if this is some sort of watercraft or spaceship or what. I'm not really into this theme, but well, I don't know. I mean, can't tell you how the build quality is. I haven't built it yet. I don't know what features it has. Let's head over to the Lego table and take a closer look. Here we are, and my apologies, I'm not really familiar with the Black Panther series or movie or whatever. So this is going to be more like a noob review on somebody who's never had one of these themes before. So we have some kind of creature here. I guess this is supposed to swim in the fake sea. And it's got these rocket launchers, so you got to be careful not to poke these in someone's eye, but basically you have studs flying all over the floor. But I managed to find them. They're just two flat, transparent light blue tiles. So there's 6 of these launchers in total, and you get to make 2 of these. And these things do flex around and stuff, so I don't know if these are supposed to be like squids or scorpions. And this does go up, and you got to make 2 of those. And then we have the figures here. Let's start with Black Panther. And I believe that this is the head that goes to her, I believe. So you can pop that off. And it has this weird, interesting piece. Almost looks like part of Batman. And then we have the wig that goes on it and stuff. Next we have King Numar. I like the skin tone on him. Too bad he has those elf ears. That's a nice wig. I just wish they didn't have those on there. He's got some kind of a spear. Put these over here. I'm going to try to pronounce this Okoye or something. I don't know. She doesn't look too bad of a figure. It's got the spear as well. Looks almost like an outfit you'd use for motocross. Now we have baku. It's got some sort of shower head plunger thing and a flat top piece. I need to find this piece in yellow or maybe light yellow or something. I'd like to make a minifig version of Bart Simpson. I'm still looking for this piece. Nice printing for the torsos. Then we have Ironheart MK2. Nice jetpack. And of course the head does pop off, and you can put the wig on if you choose. Looks more like a disco dancer than anything else, if anybody knows what that is. So the minifigures in this set are really cool. Now let's look at this big monstrosity. Now I don't know the name of the ship, but honestly I'll save my opinions to the latter part of the video. So building this, it was straightforward. It wasn't hard or anything like that. The only critical area is this one piece feels like it's ready to break off. And we've got some nice engines in the back. Pretty cool, actually. Matter of fact, if one wanted to, this could be converted into some kind of a ocean liner or like a steamboat or something like that. And yes, it's early in the morning again, like with most of these. You also got a set of rocket launchers or stud launchers on here too. And let me tip this forward here. And we do have some tools inside, and these are metallic silver tools. So you get like an oiling can, a hammer, and a ratchet. Some of these fire extinguishers, you never know when you're going to need them. We got some radios, and in here we got ourselves some controls. Now those are stickers. The stickers in this set are not too bad, so you could easily just put the stickers on. We got a place to stash the bad guys, so you could just throw them in there. And it's all smooth tile. Everything's smooth in there too. Now, I don't know what these are for, and I'm guessing that these may attach to these. I'm assuming that's what these do. So, I think that's what these are for. I think these are supposed to fold up, and you're supposed to put them in there like that. So, I'm assuming that. I'm just guessing. Like, I'm not familiar with the themes, so these sit in here like that. That's what I'm gathering. So maybe these are some kind of like nanobots, or not battle bots. I'm thinking of something else. But in addition, with the tools, you also get a tire iron and a hammer and a screwdriver and an adjustable wrench and stuff like that. You get 2 radios and such. Now, the build was straightforward. Now the question is, was this an interesting build? Did it keep my interest? Now, I already did the part exploration, and just by going through just the parts, you know, if you watch that, I was getting kind of bored with the parts. It was just basically dark colored stuff that was just kind of draining my interest in this build. And the build was no exception. Like in the middle of bag 1, I was already kind of like, yeah, it was kind of getting dry. Except for this front piece, though, it is pretty solid. The instructions were easy to follow. Minifigures are the nice part about the set, so if you're interested in this just for the figures, you do get 5 in total. For play value, this set is playable, so you can actually recreate some parts of the series in here if you choose. And it looks like this could be expanded on. So in addition to all this, you could probably come in here and clean this up and make it into something else. Other than that, though, it is fully playable. Now, the city value. Could this be dropped in a Lego City? You know, maybe as a little theme park thing or something, but I don't think this could be really dropped in a city. Unless you want to put this out in your ocean or something. It would look kind of odd, but you could. You know, it's just big and chunky. Now for accessory values, of course, you get the minifigures and the tools. Some of this other stuff, I just think it's just kind of, you know, where would you put it? You know, I'm just looking at other existing mocks. Could you embed this into other mocks? Like I said, the tools, minifigures, some of the printed pieces. Well, no printed pieces, my bad. Sticker pieces. You really couldn't put this into anything else. Did it keep my interest overall? No. I have to bluntly say it. No, this was not really an exciting build for me. It was not a theme that I would personally choose for my own self. You know, I build a lot of the city type stuff, and I'm not really into this fantasy stuff. I mean, it looks somewhat cool. It was just a bit depressing putting together. I think it might be the color scheme of it that was just was lacking. Overall, if you are interested in the Black Panther theme, this is probably a really good gold mine. It's a sturdy build. It is playable. But for someone like myself, yeah, if you're into building cityscapes, I would pass up on this one.